Hello guys, it's Sunday, so here is your weekly dose of urban news. So hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update, and as always, a massive thanks to my awesome Patreon supporters and everyone else who keeps this going. The Canadian government is considering changes to the Alto high-speed rail project that would shift the route's corridor to the south towards the shore of Lake Ontario and the city of Kingston. After a 100-day public consultations, officials decided to look at a different route. Alto has proposed two routes. One of them is a direct line between Peterborough and Ottawa, and the second is a southern route which runs about half an hour's drive from downtown Kingston. By the way, Kingston is already one of the busiest Via Rail stations in Canada, and trains serving the city could also act as feeders to the future high-speed rail network. Personally, I'm not a fan of this idea. High-speed rail works best when trains arrive right in the heart of the city, like they do in Japan, but if it takes another 30 minutes just to reach the station,
you fucked up.
The cost of the 1,000-kilometer rail line, on which fully electric trains will travel at speeds of up to 300 kilometers per hour, is expected to range from $60 to $90 billion. Since the project was announced, it has faced resistance from landowners along the route whose land may be taken for construction. So there is still a lot of debate and struggle ahead. Stadler has unveiled the world's first hydrogen-powered train designed for narrow-gauge lines and commissioned by regional operator in Sardinia. In general, 10 trains have been ordered, with service expected to begin in 2028. They are expected to cut emissions by over 2,100 tons of CO2 per year compared to diesel trains. They will run between Alghero Airport and the suburbs of Mamontanas, as well as provide service between the province of Sassari, the city of Alghero, and the coastal town of Sorso. A central component of the new trains is a traction system featuring hydrogen fuel cells which convert hydrogen into electricity and charge the train's batteries. A key element of the project is the method of hydrogen production. All the energy needed will come entirely from solar sources. Apart from Sardinia, the Swiss manufacturer is currently building 2 hydrogen-powered trains for an operator in Sicily and 9 trains for Calabria. Meanwhile, Barcelona plans to remove more than 24,000 plane trees over the next decade. The city council's action plan calls for reducing the proportion of these species from 27 to 12%, although no specific timeline has been set so far. In general, plane trees have been part of Barcelona's cityscape for a long time, especially in the Eixample and Sant Martís neighborhoods, where they were planted en masse during the city's renovation under Cerdà's plan. The reason for their popularity at the time was their low cost and ease of planting, as well as the fact that they were already quite common in France. However, today's attitude toward them has worsened because of their seeds and pollen, which cause allergies for many city residents. The goal is to ensure that no single tree species exceeds 15% of the total number, which inevitably requires reducing the number of plane trees, currently the most common and likely the most hated trees in the Catalan capital. Currently, there are 43,722 plane trees in the city, which is about 27.5% of the city's tree population. The number will be reduced gradually as trees are replaced when they get old, die, or when construction work takes place in public spaces. In fact, this percentage has already been slowly decreasing in recent years. Back in 2010, plane trees made up 30% of all trees in the city. At the same time, other species are becoming more common. For example, chestnut trees have gone up from 12 to 13.3%. City officials say that this change is caused by the fact that excessive reliance on a single type increases vulnerability to pests and diseases. In contrast, having a more diverse mix of trees makes the city more resilient, including to climate change effects such as droughts and extreme temperatures. Transport for Wales has announced that it is entering the final phase of introduction this summer of the first new Stadler CityLink dual-system trams, which will initially connect the town of Pontypridd with Cardiff Bay Station. The new trams are 40 meters long, consists of 3 sections, and are designed to carry 250 passengers. They will also be part of the larger Cardiff Crossrail project, a network that will use tram and rail tracks in the Welsh capital region, scheduled to launch in late 2028 or early 2029. The new tram trains, combined with the modernized infrastructure, will reduce travel time to about 50 minutes between Cardiff and Tregerbert, Aberdare and Merthyr. They will run every 15 minutes, but these changes will be implemented gradually in stages. The first of 36 new trams will be introduced on the Pontypridd-Cardiff Bay line this summer, replacing the older Class 150 units. The final section of the metro line to Istanbul airport has opened in Turkey, connecting the Halkali district with Arnavutköy and the wider metro network on the European side of the city. The new 22-kilometer section includes 5 new stations and provides metro access to about 1.5 million residents of the Başakşehir and Küçükçekmece districts. It is the final segment of the 69-kilometer line, which consists of 16 stations. With the completion of this project, Istanbul now has one of the world's longest fully underground metro lines and the longest underground metro line in Turkey. The trip between Halkali and the Gayrettepe stations will take up to 57 minutes, which will be a significant benefit for residents' daily commutes. Meanwhile, Uzbekistan has ordered 10 modern Škoda electric trains valued at over 120 million euros. The new trains will be designed for the 1520 track gauge used in the country, and they will be built on a trusted platform currently in service in Latvia and Estonia, where the same track gauge is used. The new trains are intended to replace the current outdated rolling stock and provide a higher level of comfort and safety for passengers. Part of the project also involves establishing a new joint venture in Uzbekistan to maintain the new trains. It is expected that this contract may be just the beginning of a much larger procurement program, which could involve dozens more trains. And that's all the news for this time. The links to the news sources, as usual, are in the video description, so thanks for watching and see you in the next videos.